welcome to today's video. This is a continuation of the C# beginner series. In our last video, we looked at operators. In case you were unable to watch that, I do encourage you to watch the previous video before continuing with this video. Today, we will be looking at what comments in C# are. So, comments in C# are used to make the compiler ignore some particular text or code as though they were not in the code base. And in C#, we have two ways of making comments. We have the single line comment and we have the multi-line comment. As the name implies, single line comment just makes a comment on one line, while the multi-line comment makes a comment across multiple lines. So let's just look at how it looks. If I come here again and I say new world and I run this, we see that the first will be hello world and then we see new world. Now if I don't want this new world, what I could do is I could just do this. I know you've likely seen me doing this in previous videos. So basically this is a comment. What I've done is I've told the compiler, don't worry about this. Whatever you see after this, I don't want you to run it. Don't run it. So when you run the application now, you'll find out that all we see is hello world. It ignores whatever is in the comment. It doesn't process it. So if I come here and I comment this and I uncomment this back, what we'll find out is that it will console log only new world and we don't see hello world anymore. So that is just a single line comment. But a multi-line comment, so let's say we have here, let's have another world. So with a multi-line comment is that I could just come here and instead of having to comment these two lines individually, what the multi-line comment does is it comments out all of them at once. So you see everything within this, we have the slash star, it opens with the slash star and then it closes with the star slash, just like an inversion of what we start with. So whatever is within that is ignored by the compiler and considered a comment. Now this is very useful because, for example, you could want to have a documentation and I could just say this is, we just say this, sorry, I don't know why this keeps going. This is it keeps giving me intelligence. This is a text. Let's just leave it as that. So it says this is a text, and if I come and I close it, you see. So what this does is, for example, I could give a text here and I could have a description. I could say this code will be performed by displaying hello world. I know, just giving descriptive words that could explain what this is doing. Basically, that's what you could use something like this. So let's go back to the slide. So we see that comments are important practice in software development as they enhance code readability. So for example, as I showed there, you saw we are able to write a text and explain what we are trying to do there. So in case there is a complex logic somewhere that is not really easy to understand, having a comment there will help explain what you are trying to do within that complex logic and make the other person understand what you are trying to do in the code base. They also can serve as documentation for future reference or maintenance. So someone can go there after 5 months, and because we wrote a text there, the person could read the text and say, okay, so what this person is trying to do here is trying to display hello world, for example. So basically that's what comments are. Comments are very important in C#, and almost every programming language actually has comments, and C# is no exception. So this is how you can write a comment. You can make comments in C#, either single line or multi-line in C#. I hope this was very clear. one more thing I would just want to show us is the shorthand. So if you want to, let's say we have console log right line. I just want to, let me just make it empty since I don't have intention. Let's say I want to comment this. So for my own application here, if I just do Ctrl+KC, it comments it, and if I do Ctrl+KU, it uncomments it. So that is just one shorthand I use to comment. So in case you see in future you see me just comment it without having to go to the beginning, that is what I'm using to comment it on my own side here. So if you want to check it on your own machine, you could just go to the edit in Visual Studio. If you go to edit, I think when you go to advanced, yes, you see we have the comment selection. So Ctrl+K, Ctrl+C will do that, and for uncommenting selection is Ctrl+K, Ctrl+U. Also, in case it's just a particular line you want to comment, you could use Ctrl+K and Ctrl/, and to toggle a comment, you could also do a block of comment. You can use Ctrl+Shift and slash. That's basically for line and for a block, but I usually just prefer to use Ctrl+K, Ctrl+C for my own, and whichever is you find helpful for you, I think you could use that. That basically is comments. So we have looked at comments in general, and we've looked at single line comments and multi-line comments. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it was clear. In case it was not clear or you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section and I'll be there to respond to your questions. Thank you, and see you in the next video.